I got to talk about this. Um, I was just thinking about something. I had my grandkids over the weekend, and one of them was crying. I guess she was looking to do something she was doing. She got mad because she couldn't play with a certain thing or toy or something like that. And put it away. She had toys all over the place. So anyway, I picked her up and comforted her. You know, and my wife was like, "You gonna spoil her?" But I tried to explain to her it wasn't spoiling. Matter of fact, when I picked her up and tried to comfort her, I was singing to her. And then my wife, after she saw I was able to calm her down, after about a few minutes, she's like, "Oh, maybe I'll start doing that." Now, the thing about music is they say music soothes the savage beast. Well, in layman terms, it actually calms down children too, and I found that out. I'm gonna look more into it, but it did calm her down, and I actually used it as a remedy to actually help her uh, go to bed or take a nap. And so my wife said she's gonna try that method. But anyway, this is why music is important, and it's been important to me pretty much all my life. You know, I've taken music classes before. I played in a band. Uh, played a couple of bands actually. Uh, I had several. I've owned several guitars over the years. Now I'm into the mini guitars, which is my thing. But nevertheless, uh, it's something about music that actually helps unwind your mind. Because even my wife, I was playing one of my mini guitars the other night, and my wife was like, "Man, that's relaxing." I'm gonna do some more of it too. I love it. I do it every night. I've been doing it every night since I had it for the last 2 weeks almost. And it's something about music that just either entertains you, thrills you, helps you to be in love, helps you to get over a breakup or deal with a breakup. I've dealt with music like that before, listened to songs like that, or, you know, mourning the passing of somebody or something like that, man. Something about music is in there for everybody, which is why music is important. I don't care what anybody say. Music is important. It's important for kids to learn in schools because it actually has a disciplinary thing in music where you have to learn how to, read music and count notes and all that other stuff. And that's why I'm trying to get back into it. It's actually on my bucket list to actually learn how to play guitar. And it's actually on my mom's too, because she said she wanted to hear me play that one. And I am going to plan on doing it one day, maybe this year. Take one of my mini guitars and play it for her. And she'll probably be amazed by it because I actually can't play it a little bit. But that's another story. I'm gonna get to it in a podcast soon enough. But music is important. It's an important piece of my life for a long time. I love it. Anybody who says music is not important is out their mind. You know, one of the things of music I do like is gospel music. Gospel music is very important because you're getting the message across about staying strong in your faith and all of that, and learn to accept Lord Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. You know, but it's a lot to music that I love about it. Wow, hi Joshua, how you doing? You a music fan? Okay, well you're just saying that. Anyway, but it's just something about music that to me soothes my soul even when I'm playing it. I mean, the first time I started playing music on my new music controller guitar controller rather, a couple weeks ago, man, I was almost in tears because but I'm playing chords. Matter of fact, the ones that are out now, you actually can. They say all you need to do is know the chords for the songs that you want to play. You don't even have to play their playlist. You can play any song like that as long as you know what the chords are. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna definitely try that. You know, and I'm actually anxious to get another guitar, and I don't want to. I mean, I got three of the newer ones, and I'm trying to debate about whether I want to go ahead and get another one. I really kind of don't need another one. But you know how we are, especially in the new year. They got these sales going on and stuff, you know, and that's one of the reasons why I'm like, oh, maybe, maybe not. I don't know yet. I'm trying to beat this damn car for you. Try to run me over here. So I don't know. I don't know, folks. It's just something about music that soothes my soul. And don't even get me started about when I sing gospel, because I currently sing in through the different choirs. It used to be three, but nevertheless, it does soothe my soul. It really does. You know, it's something about music that really uh, calms you down, makes you feel better, gives you, in a lot of cases, depends on the song. You know, get you to your happy place, man. You know, and I'm talking about music now. I'm talking about your soul. I'm talking about your spirit. Let me refer to it about that. Nothing else and nothing less. You know, because it's just a variety of different songs I like, variety of different songs I love, and me playing it takes it to another level for me personally. Even in music production, you know, which I haven't done in a while. Um, if you want to hear some of the stuff that I have created on my MPC, my music production controller, which is the Akai music production controller, let me know because I have done it. I do know how to use it. Finally, it took me a long time to figure it out. I guess because of by partly by trial and error, other part because I didn't have time. You know, life happens sometimes. And sometimes you don't always have time to do what you need to do. You know, so but I do love music. I mean, it's everything to me. It really is. It plays a big part of my life and still continue to do so. Man, I was talking about one of my grandkids and I sing to her at night, man. You know, this is one particular song I sang to her. I was just telling my son about Sly and Family Stone, their version of Que Sera Sera. And I told somebody on a boat, and we played. Now, let me give you a quick thing about this. I was on a cruise. You know how on a cruise they do these little musical trivia things. So I actually did pretty good on it. So it was some song. I don't remember what song it was. And this gentleman came over to me and said, "How you know that?" I guess he thought I was younger than I look. That I look younger than I am. You know, which by the time I got off the boat, I had already turned 60. So he didn't realize. I guess I looked younger to him in years. He was surprised that I knew that kind of music. I said, "Yeah, I knew that music, man. I grew up on." I even told a story about when those of you that are old enough remember the Doors Day show back in the '60s. And my mother and my aunt was big fans of it, and I started watching. But anyway, so she had a song out that she did way back before the show came out called Que Sera Sera. So she did an updated version at the time on the '60s version of her show. And then a few years later, Sly and Family Stone came out with their version because found out that her son, I think her son was Sly Stone's producer, and he ended up doing it. His version is the version I love. I love both versions, but that's the one I sing to my granddaughter. And I'm like, and I sing it to her sometime at night, man, before she goes, before she goes to sleep. And it brings tears to my eyes because I have such an emotional connection to that song. I have a real emotional connection to that song. And let's see, let's see, what is it guys talking about? Oh, I just recently made a move to Sweden. I never realized what life really is. Health education was too far gone. Okay, I see what you're saying. Holidays balancing. I'm sorry, I stayed. Okay, well, I ain't gonna respond to that. Anyway, so I ain't talking about that. I want to take my mind. I want to take your minds off of all that, man. I know there's a lot of negative stuff we could talk about. There's a lot of stuff that's going on right now that we already aware of. I ain't trying to talk about that, But like getting back to what I was saying, I realized when I sang that song to my granddaughter, "Que Sera Sera," at least the Slide Family Stone version, because my aunt and my mother sang to me and my cousins when we was kids. That very song when we were like 3 or 4 years old, right? When we were very young, and I sing it to her now. She's very young, and I have an emotional connection uh, to that song because of that. You know. All right. Well, see, I ain't gonna respond to this person on this live chat. Not at all. Because I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about something completely different. But anyway, I find we have the emotional. I have the emotional attachment to that song between me and her. And she goes ahead and doze off, and I'm in tears because of that, you know. And like I said, to make a long story short, that's why music is important, you know. All right, so I understand, and okay, urban abuse level, okay, I thought about life exists. Well, I don't even know what to say about that. Too far gone. I mean, okay, I can't really. I don't even want to comment on it. To tell you the truth, it's what you see. You know, I have my own opinion about certain things regarding the certain situations going on, but I care not to talk about it right now, man. You know, I really care not to talk about it. You can speak on all you want on your own time. But you don't even have to talk about it on my channel. Go get your own channel and talk about it for yourself. You know, to be honest, and I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. I just don't want to talk about it. I mean, it's just stuff like this that's going on right now does don't sit well in my spirit. I will say that, and I don't really want to talk about it. But you're right. You know, on some respect, you're right. You know, I just personally don't want to talk about it. You know, I've dealt with too many heartaches and pains in my life myself to want to uh, address that issue right now. I brought it up earlier in another podcast this morning. If you want to hear a little bit more about it, go check out my podcast from this morning. Otherwise, I don't have anything to say about it right now until I can hear something that's concrete about the situations. I don't really like to talk about current events too much unless I got something solid on. You know what I mean? And until I do, I don't want to talk about it. You know, I'm just expecting for everybody to have a better year than they did the previous year. You know, this exactly didn't start out on the foot, but maybe and likely it'll only get better. That I will say. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got right now. I appreciate y'all following me and liking me. Please share, rate, like, subscribe, and comment. This is DJ Wolf. I'll probably have a little bit more to say about the situation that happened yesterday as I get more information. But I like to have something a little bit more solid before I even comment on it. But that's all I got right now, folks. Thanks for following me. I appreciate it. Love you all. Y'all take care of each other, man. It's cold where I am. I'm out.